It's the last week of May, and that means it's cookout season. As May comes to a close, we finish up our month with some on-site cooking and some good old-fashioned barbecue. We'll take you shopping this week and show you the whole process from purchasing to serving. Stick around after the intro to see how we did it. This is our week. It's Tuesday, shopping day for me, so bringing you along for that. First stop is to the printers. We go to Shoreway Sports. They print all our uniforms, t-shirts, hats, aprons, all that kind of stuff. They do the magnets for our truck and van too. So going to pick up some new shirts and then off to shopping, and going to take you along with us. I picked up the shirts from Shoreway Sports and Graphics. Those look good. I'm now off to GFS, Gordon Food Service, pick up a few items there. Then we're on to produce. We found a new produce supplier, so we're gonna go take a trip up there after GFS. And then the last stop is Polanski's to pick up our meat order for the week. A lot of the things that we get here are things that we don't use frequently or that we just don't use in the volume to get to order on a delivery. So like I'm gonna get jalapenos here, just one small jar. I'd be surprised if I need to buy these again the rest of the season. This jar will take care of this weekend, and we don't use them that frequently, so GFS is good for us for things like that. That's it for items off the shelf. We also order some things, usually just things that they're out of frequently, or things that I need more than I assume they're gonna have on the shelf. So head to the register, pick up the order, and that's it for Gordon's. That is shopping done for this week. Meat order is split into two. So we'll go back and get some other stuff here in a couple days from Polanski's, but for the most part done. Go back, get this unloaded, and that is it for Tuesday, and we'll be back Thursday for some prep. It's prep day, Thursday. Got a bit of prep to do, get ready for the weekend, so let's get started. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to get from where as we deal with finding a new produce supplier, but did find a farm market just about 5 minutes down the road from us, Fowles Farm Market. They're actually right down the road from Groves, the people that grow our corn for us, and we got some produce from them this week, and I gotta say these are the most beautiful peppers I have seen in a very long time. So really happy with what I got from them this week. I hope that we can have a nice long relationship. Getting some peppers cut up here for peppers and onions to go with our Italian sausage for our cookout on Friday. This is a method of peppers, cutting peppers that I learned when I worked at the last restaurant I worked at about 15 years ago. It's really low waste, really quick, does a nice uniform julienne or dice when you wind up doing what you're going to do with them. And I just think it's the best way to cut a pepper. Every trainee that I've had since that job, this is what I show them. One of the best cutting tricks I've learned by far. Get the peppers and onions cut up. We're gonna toss them in a nice coating of oil. I'm gonna add a little coarse grind black pepper, and then add some kosher salt. Along with that, we are going to give them a quick seasoning of granulated garlic. Get all that tossed together and coated evenly, and spread them out on a sheet tray, and we're gonna roast these off. As I was saying, once they've started cooking a bit and get about halfway cooked down, gonna stir them up on the tray and then pop them back in the oven to finish them off. So I had to make a couple barbecue sauces. We had our classic made already, but I went ahead and made up some sweet and spicy. These are going to be going with our pickup order. So if you get smoked pork or brisket with us, we do 3 barbecue sauces that we make and send along with it. We do our sweet. It's dark, rich, sweet, seasoned with brown sugar. Our spicy is light, tangy, seasoned with cayenne and black pepper. And our classic, that's our original barbecue that Pokey came up with, I don't know, 30, 40 years ago. It's what we use on our barbecue ribs and our barbecue chicken. It is rich, smoky, a little sweet, very well balanced. So if you see us on the buffet and you get to see 3 barbecue sauce bottles at the end, that's what's in them. At this point, I am about halfway or so through the prep day. It is time to do our homemade macaroni salad. We keep it real simple. Celery, onions, mayonnaise, seasoning, vinegar. Simple, refreshing, tastes like summer. It's really delicious. So got the mac salad there, the dressing's all made up, split it into 2 batches. We have a 5-pound batch and a 1-pound batch going out this weekend. So made it all together, then split it up into 2 bowls there. Got the macaroni cooking. We're gonna let this dressing sit overnight in the walk-in, give all the flavors, all the spices, the onions, all that a chance to marry and blend into the mayonnaise, and then we'll mix the noodles in day of service. I usually save the worst for last. Hate cutting potatoes, so right as the day was coming to a close, got those cut up, did about 35 pounds. Got everything done, just marinated the chicken. Marinate that, the boneless chicken breast, in our golden sauce, along with some Lowry's and garlic, just like we baste it and season it with on the grill. So got that done. The baked beans are in the oven. Got those seasoned up with some spices, a little brown sugar, and our secret ingredient. And now that's all that's left to do is wait for that to finish cooking. Baked beans we do for about 2 hours for prep, and then they'll cook about an hour the day of service. Pork and brisket still going, so just got some dishes to do, get that cleaned up, and then got some office work. Gonna run to Polanski's Meat Market, get our second meat order of the week, and I'll be back at the end of the day. By then the pork and brisket should be done, and we'll call it a wrap. Later that day, you see we have the baked beans are done. The brisket is finished, nice and tender, soft. Has a nice spongy soft texture to it and a good bark. That was a good brisket. Here's the pork butts. The bone pulls out nice and clean. That's how you know it's done. Season those pork butts with our house-made barbecue rub. It's a Memphis-style rub that I came up with a few years ago. Originally did it to throw on some homemade potato chips to make barbecue chips. Realized it would be really good on pork and brisket, so that's what we season our pork and brisket with. There you see our pork all pulled up and seasoned. Our first event this weekend was on Friday afternoon. We headed out to Liberty Ford's car lot in Vermilion, and we did some on-site cooking. Had a new trainee with us that day. He is a culinary student from the Lorain County JVS. I think I mentioned in a video a week or two ago that we were going to be hiring him, and this we are doing some grilling on site. We got a lunch out at the car lot. We're at Liberty Ford. So we're gonna do some burgers and Italian sausages. We got some sides inside, and we're just about ready to start lighting the coals. Peppers and onions you saw me doing the other day. We got those topped off on our Italian sausages, and we're going to be serving those as sandwiches here for lunch. Sausages are done, burgers are on, we're almost ready to serve. Here you see the buffet for that lunch. There is our macaroni salad that we had made up, along with some baked beans. They did some buttered red skin potatoes as well. Burgers and Italian sausages. And here's our condiment table. We got back from that lunch event. We had a small pickup later that afternoon. Once we got back, me and Johnny got that ready. You saw some pulled pork and some brisket that we did that went with this pickup, along with some of our boneless lemon herb grilled chicken. Got that chicken cooked and off the grill. The pickup came, and that was it for Friday, and we were back on Saturday. We had our first outdoor event at our place this year on Saturday. It was a small gathering, but we got the patio ready early that afternoon. Once we were done with that, we headed inside and got that all set up, our dining room ready, and our buffet table. Got the grill fired up right around the time the guests showed up. They had some appetizers. Here you see those, a veggie tray, and we did our smoked pulled pork nacho bar. Burgers were on the menu for this event too. Like I said, it was a smaller event, so we went ahead and got those grilled up while appetizers were being served. Here you see the full buffet once the burgers were done. More macaroni salad and baked beans, all the condiments, smoked pulled pork, and burgers. That was it for the week. Nice quick week. We head into next week. We're doing a wedding. It's our first wedding of the year. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment for the algorithm. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.